lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is another part of our Planet Zoo Dawn Meadow Let's Play. So if you guys are new to my channel, hi, my name is Tia. I create stories in video games, and this is the second episode of our Dawn Meadow Let's Play. And I wanted to start off with a time lapse for you guys, just so we could get an idea of kind of how these things would work, what you guys would be seeing when I do a time lapse. So I'm probably going to be doing a lot of our enclosures this way. If you guys can tell, I really shrunk the wild dog enclosure down, mostly because it felt too big. Like it just felt like too much space for them and not enough area to decorate, I suppose. So like it felt like it would be too much area to try and decorate with enough trees and enough rocks and enough space to look really natural. And of course, this is just a basic touch-up. I try to make things look more natural, try to make the rocks and their little mound look a little bit more natural, just trying to give it a little touch of something without spending too much money. And of course, we'll probably make some updates to this in the future depending on how big our packs get, but I really wanted to make this look a little bit more finished because of course in our last episode we were trying to kind of introduce ourselves to Planet Zoo, introduce our wonderful creating community to Planet Zoo. We wanted to just kind of get a feel for how our wild dogs would feel for the space and see how all of the humans that were coming into our zoo would kind of interact with this. So I've absolutely loved it, of course, and all of our amazing wild dogs look so cute. I love Gaia and Cyrus and our two little pups, but I did want to make some adjustments to the actual enclosure. I wanted to add more rocks, I wanted to add more plants, I wanted to add something to make it feel more like a savanna area, I suppose, if that makes sense. Because at the moment, it doesn't particularly feel like that. It feels like just a big, huge open meadow area. And of course, this is Wild Dog Meadow, but we wanted to kind of at least make it look like, okay, this mound is definitely part of the landscape. The rocks are here. We're going to try and add some really great plants. I use these plants a lot. I wanted to try and give at least some visual interest to the area, giving some more greens, adding some more elephant grass, just so that it looks like there's a little bit more life to this space. And it looks more like the wild dogs are kind of interacting more with nature. I thought that was really pretty. I definitely wanted to make sure we kept the plant coverage down, and I definitely kept it down fairly far. We didn't get anywhere close to their limit for plants, which is good to know because I really want to definitely expand and make some updates to this space as the pack gets bigger. But I really like these little like African violets. Are so pretty, and I made this little like bunch of flowers and grass, and I kind of placed it a lot of places in the enclosure because it works really well as like a base piece, using it just to add a little greenery, add a little flowers, a little bit of color to different areas. I didn't particularly like a lot of the savanna like plants in the that we had available. And of course, I didn't want to use anything that the wild dogs wouldn't particularly like. So I kind of kept it to a minimum. But I did want to add, I didn't know if I was going to have enough money for this, but I wanted to add this really nice, almost creek-like water feature to their enclosure just to break up the space a bit. It's something I like to do, especially in wolf enclosures, to kind of make the space feel more like they're interacting with it rather than just walking on like a flat space. It feels so much more interesting when there's like a pretty large area for them to swim in. I think I had like a little bit of a pond space right up front so people can see them kind of swim around and drink water. And then I kind of make this smaller, very shallow. I try to make it more shallow, but I guess, like I said, I have an issue with scale in this game because of how much it looked like. So I made this really flat right here. I tried to make it as flat as possible, or at least while it still had like a little bit of an indent for water. But even doing that, it's still a pretty deep channel when you're talking about comparing that channel to the size of the wild dogs. And so it took me a second to figure out, okay, will this work as a space? And it ended up working fine. I like it, but it's still a lot. It still feels more like a river than I wanted it to. I wanted it to be more like a creek, like think Wolf Quest, really tiny creek going through the woods kind of thing. That's kind of what I was thinking, because it's only supposed to be like a little trickle of water or like a little tiny waterfall underneath the viewing area. I didn't want to put like another like hiding spot underneath the viewing area, but I didn't want the dogs to be able to hide under there. So I made this little water feature. Oh, see, it looks so pretty. It made this little water feature, made like a little bit of a waterfall right underneath it, added some rocks, added some stuff to it, so it looks pretty great. So I liked it. I was very proud of myself. I was fond of the way that the rocks and the waterfall came together, and that all the plants and the rocks interacted. It's taken me a while to get a good feel for how the special effects work. I'm still not great at it, mind you, I'm still not great at it, but it still looks pretty cool, so I was happy with them. I pretty much just added a little bit of waterfalls, some spray foam. I think I added, let's see, what else did I add? Some rapid splashes, I believe. And I tried to like cut this off so that we wouldn't, so that the dogs wouldn't go too far behind or underneath the viewing area. I usually like blocking these off, and they're easier to block off, especially if you're using them as natural barriers. And eventually I think we're going to get to that point. I'm going to try and get to a point where we have mostly natural barriers for most of our enclosures, but I'm starting off with fencing first, just because it's a lot less expensive than trying to put a couple $1,000s worth of rocks down. So I appreciate that. So I was just trying to kind of spruce up the area, spruce up the place, make it look nice, make it look a little bit more green. I think that's partially also why I wanted to make some changes to the wild dog enclosure, just because it was very, it felt very bland. And and you guys know me, I don't like doing things halfway. So I added all of these really cute little plants and some more African daisies everywhere. I really like those. On a side note, I really want to get some African daisies for my apartment. It's African violets. Those are the ones I want. I think I want African violets in my apartment, because they believe they're good for cats. Not good for cats, or at least they're not toxic to cats. I don't remember. I have an entire list of things that are not toxic to cats and things that are toxic to cats. So also, if you guys have any other options for things that are not toxic to cats, definitely leave them below, because I really want to get my cats. We've been talking about this for ages, and I know this is off topic from the speed build, but I've been talking about getting cats for a very long time, and hopefully, cross your fingers, and all other possible body parts, because I really want to get them sometime either at the end or the middle of June. That's my goal at the moment. As long as the ones that I want, I've of course found my cats, because you guys know me. Like I said, don't do anything halfway. I always pre-plan. I pre-plan everything. So I have a lot of, I've known which cats I want for, I'm pretty sure 6 months now. Not even 6 months, probably 4 months. Yeah, I've known for a while. So I just haven't been able to either afford them or been in the right place. I try to be responsible. You never want to get a fur baby or take on any responsibilities without a good understanding of the responsibility you're taking and being prepared for it. Don't make any rash decisions, children. PSA by Tia. But I believe this is the general place. Yeah, this is what I mean. I was testing to see if they could run across the rocks. I really wanted to make sure the pups could run across the rocks. I really love this little water feature. It's super cute. It just made the space so much better, because they have their own little mound. They can run on top of the mound. It's still very easily accessible. I put the food super close. The water goes all the way across. They have so much space to run. It is a perfect place for our African wild dogs. Gaia and Cyrus should be super happy with this. I am so glad that this worked out because I didn't know if I was gonna, because I really didn't know if I wanted to spend the money on making this entire like enclosure really pretty. It's not nearly as pretty as I want it to be, mind you, but I know I wanted to make it at least a little pretty. And I know everybody was talking about it in our last episode that we really didn't want to overdo it, and we were definitely trying to work on getting other animals, but I really wanted to get a good like baseline to have our wild dogs be nice and set and pretty and have them be a good base for the growth of our zoo. I think the area looks amazing. I love the way that the water feature came out. You guys can see I'm tweaking it a bit, trying to figure out if I like the way it's placed. I really don't like those little nozzle things, and I'm not sure if there's a way for them to like change that or make a change or do something to it. It definitely helps trying to figure out where it's visible, because if you can see the little thing, it means it's not necessarily flush to whatever you're putting it against, which is understandable. But I don't know, it's just very difficult trying to find them. They're so gosh darn tiny, and trying to place them in the right spot and get the place where the water comes off right. And of course, I am me, so I couldn't not make sure that it looked at least generally right. But it turned out okay. I was very happy with the way this looks, and it's of course super pretty. Only problem is I kept leaving the timer running, so I'm super worried about the way this is going to look later. So hopefully we don't lose too much time me trying to run this water, because I had to run it the entire time to make sure that the water feature was working properly. But it looks like everything is going well. And I put down these rapids. I don't know if I put them on the right way. I think I did, because if the water is hitting there, yeah, if the water comes and hits the rocks, then I'm assuming it goes that way. I don't know. I don't understand physics. So like, I don't know. So y'all can tell me if it looks weird. And of course I can change it at any point in time. But I think I like the way this looks. You guys can watch the little bit of rest of the rest of the time lapse. There is definitely not much left. I just made some tweaks to the rest of the enclosure, made sure that the water features looked great. If you guys like me doing time lapses like this, definitely let me know, because I'm perfectly fine doing them slow-mo. It just means that episodes are going to be super long. This episode is definitely going to be fairly long, so I hope you guys still enjoy it. It's definitely going to be like Warrior Cat Sims 3 level long, so definitely be prepared for that. But it's still definitely fun, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the future. Hey lovelies, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse, the first time lapse that we're going to be doing in this series. But look at him, his waffle, he's so cute. So we did finally name these guys. Oops, moved too fast. We did finally name these beautiful little babies, and thanks to everyone in our premiere episode chat who came up with the idea that we should name these little lovely ones Waffle and Pancake. So they are adorable, lovely, and we named them after breakfast foods. So that is a great start to our series, and we're gonna let them play, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little adjustment I made to their territory. So I still want to keep this expansion. My thought would be that eventually we're going to need to expand this area, but I think this much space it's pretty good for how many animals we're planning on having. But I did want to tell you that I can't believe something horrible happened. I was trying to make adjustments to how long our animals would be living with us, because I wanted to spend so much time with Gaia and Cyrus and Pancake and Waffle, and oh my gosh, they're adorable and they're following their mom. And now they're old. They're so old. Gaia is 9 years old, and I believe, where's Cyrus? Cyrus, you're 10 years old. You're an old man. Why are you an old man now? So now he's 10. He's actually sterile, you guys, which is something I was not expecting. I did not expect that at all. Thankfully, I was able to slow all of the aging down to 3 times slower. So we'll have Pancake and Waffle for a good while. But we're going to end up losing Gaia and Cyrus much earlier than I thought we would, which is very sad. But I did thankfully have a few things in our trading center which will help us out. So we have the Love Me Mawia in here, and I'm gonna probably bring her in because Gaia and Cyrus are no longer going to be. Why aren't they able to get to stuff? Is this a problem? Can't find an accessible staff room. Come on, Chester, we have a staff room. It's a very nice staff room. There's like people. There's only a few people in here. Oh well, never mind. Everybody's in here. Come on, guys, you should be working. So I don't think I need to add another staff room. They should be fine. Chester, just wait for a minute. Okay, so we're still low on cash, which is unfortunate, but thankfully our little babies are going to be around for a while. But we do have what's her name? Mawia, there you go, who I'm probably going to bring into the zoo. I'm going to bring her into quarantine, and then I did find another mate for her. And what is his name? Jabari, and he's 4. He's about 5'2", so we should have them for a while. So they're basically going to adopt Pancake and Waffle, and the Pancake and Waffle will be like little siblings that will end up losing their parents fairly early. I am so upset about this because Gaia was like, what, 5 when we got them? And now she's 9 years old and they become sterile at 10. And I believe, let's check their Zoopedia. Let's see. And their life expectancy is around 11 years. They have such short lifespans. Ooh, Inspector has come. Oh, well, they do think our cleanliness and our habitats are amazing, but our education is low, which is understandable because I didn't put any down. But I really want us to at least get to spend a little bit of time with these lovely ones. I want the babies to be able to spend some time with their parents. Hopefully we'll end up being able to, like, I don't know, trading them out or rehoming Gaia, and hopefully we end up being able to rehome Cyrus and he doesn't end up passing away of old age before we get the new lovelies in here. I believe both of them should have passed quarantine already, if I'm not mistaken. Jabari has passed quarantine, and Mawia is still in quarantine. And I still have to figure out names for them. Not positive. We may end up just... You guys can let me know down in the comments because I'm kind of partial to naming Mawia Calypso, because I like that name. And I don't know what I'm going to name Jabari around. I kind of want to leave his name as Jabari because it reminds me of Black Panther, not going to lie. Okay, so everyone's fine. Quarantine pass. Okay, so they both passed quarantine. So we'll send them back into the trade center. So now we have, I'm gonna name her now since I have the time. So we're gonna name her Calypso, I believe. And then I don't know what to name him. I'm probably gonna leave it as Jabari. But she's 4, he's 4. They should be around for a while, at least for 5 years. And Waffle and Pancake will be here. And I'm gonna put these 2 on contraceptives. And if you guys have never seen any Planet Zoo playthroughs, this is going to be a regular thing. most of the time you want to put all of the babies on contraceptives as soon as they're born, just to avoid any forms of inbreeding. The simple way to do it is like the simplest way is what I tend to do. Just sort by maturity, and everyone who's not in the green, whenever you check, I tend to check like every couple months in game, especially if we start getting like, oh, such and such had babies. I tend to check regularly just to make sure. Thankfully, we only have these guys to worry about at the moment, so we're not necessarily going to have to be dealing with the potential of too many animals having inbreeding babies. So I just wanted to say that's probably going to be the way I handle that. I really want to expand this because I like loops. So I kind of want to loop this around. I just don't know how much it's going to cost. I may end up getting another loan because I got the $5,000 loan. I don't particularly want to... Oh, I think we can pay this off. Yeah, pay that off. Done. Okay, so we can get... I'm probably thinking about getting the $20,000 loan. Yeah, I'm going to take that because we are so low on money. So we have to bring in some more humans, but we do need to expand the pathing a bit. But I did do the time lapse at the beginning, you guys, just because I wanted to see what would work best for us. Is this gonna let me do it? It's not gonna. Can I align to grid even? It's gonna let me align to grid here. So it's not gonna let me align to grid. Okay. That's fine. I'm not upset at all. Okay. So let's see. Where is... Whoa, 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 whoa. No, that was not pretty at all. I don't want that. Okay. Let's go this way. And then let's go down. Can we go down in a nicer slope, please? Whatever. Hopefully it's not horrible. Nope. One more. There we go. And nope. There you go. So now I'm gonna try and loop this around. Let me expand the length of this because I don't want to take forever doing this. I'm gonna loop this around to basically encompass, let's do, no, this needs to be lower. I'm gonna loop it around to include the rest of this. So it's basically a giant circle. And I kind of want, can we, yeah, there we go. And we're gonna probably do really good, oh, I forgot to do this. Maintenance, mechanics every 3 months, vets every 3 months. This is just something I do generally because it's a lot easier. It makes it so that you're more likely to get mechanics to show up instead of waiting a year because things always break down within the year. It's just expected, which is also why you do the same thing here. I kind of do every 6 months on these because of how often they tend to break down. So I'll do every 6 months for both of those. There we go. And I love our beautiful tree. I'll do some landscaping in a minute. But yeah, I did the landscaping and everything in time lapse because I wanted to see how it would turn out. At some point we'll find a really good system. Let's change these to glass. So we have some good views on this side. And then we'll take these pretty things and we'll put them over here. And I'll put down some education boards now that we have a little bit more money that we're slowly losing, but it's fine. I'm not mad at it. But I just love how pretty this looks. Now it really is Wild Dog Meadow. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put like a sign right here. I kind of want to. because they are like the focal point of the zoo right now. And then I want to have like a really big like garden slash like, I don't know, like sitting area. I know there's going to be like a sitting area right around here because of everyone having to come around this. I'm tempted to like cinch this in a little bit, like make it more of a slimmer curve. I haven't thought about it much yet, but you guys can let me know. I have so many ideas. So let's put down some, let's see, not facilities, there we go. Let's put down some education boards. Is this the one I want? Yes, the speaker and the sign. I did a few of these previously. Speaker and sign, speaker and sign. Let's go up. Do this here. Do you have power? Yeah. And do you have power? You do. Okay. And let's use the speaker on the back to increase our education. And do that. And then we're going to copy this, the entire thing. Give me the entire thing. There we go. And then we're going to put this all the way up here, right above our waterfall. Is it floating? It is floating. It's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Nope. Problem. Move down. There we go. It doesn't have any power. Okay. Where is our power grid? C'est la vie. Okay. We do have, let me see. I wonder if I can add some nice staff pathing back here. At the moment, I believe we have some really good, thank goodness for our other zoo. We have some electrical that we can put down that won't bother the guests much. And then we can do, let's see, I want some, here we go. And we're gonna put this there. And it'll be an educational section. Let's see, ecotourism, climate change. There we go. And we need to move this a tad. Let's bring this down, bring it right there. There we go. So we at least everybody who's coming is happy, which is nice. I don't really want to add any like vendor shops or things like that because those can get expensive and I'm already losing money. So the next thing I want to do is add another animal. And I'm trying to decide where our big path is going to be. So it could be that we take like a giant path and loop it around back here, and then we do some branching off into different spaces. Because we could branch off of this one and make another one right over here. I know everybody was excited about our red pandas. Let me think. And hopefully once we start getting more babies, even though Gaia is not going to provide them to us, it's okay, Gaia. We love you anyway. Is this you, Gaia, or Cyrus? It's Cyrus. Cyrus, I really don't want to have to worry about you not being around anymore. That's going to be sad. Okay. Pancake. Gaia, you're getting old. I wonder if I can I'm going to put both of them in here because there's no reason not to. So let's do Calypso. Let's move Jabari in here. I really wanted it to be like a little bit of a family thing, but there's absolutely no reason for these two not to be in here since we have them. It costs us nothing. Right, Waffle. It costs us nothing. You and your sister are adorable. Just stay this cute forever. Pancake, where are you going? Is it that interesting? Are you gonna go see the waterfall? I was actually very proud of that waterfall, mind you. That waterfall is one of my favorite things. But I was trying to find like some really great like crossings, because technically they can run across this. If you check, especially the babies. The babies can run across everything. So except for this bit, but they can run across this, and of course Cyrus is amazing and he's swimming and running off top of stuff. Let me see if I can click on him. Yeah, he can walk on top of these, and he can walk across that, and he can jump between these. I just think it's so cool how much like movement they have. Cyrus, are you saying hi to your daughter? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I can't even. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Pancake, you and your dad are adorable. I'm just gonna sit here and be excited. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I'm taking all of the pictures. We're gonna miss you. They have such a good father-daughter relationship. He's so cute. That was adorable. I'm just so glad I got that. Waffle, what are you doing? Are you sleeping in here with Mom? Yeah, you're sleeping in here with Mom. Jabari. Well, I think that's not Jabari. I think it's Jabaro. I think his name needs to be Jabari. Jabari and Calypso are here, and I'm gonna put them on contraceptives too, so we don't have to worry about anything. Well, I don't know. Technically, let's check. Well, Jabari's not related to anyone. And let's see. Where's the best way to check? Genetics, compare mates. Technically, oh, I think Gaia's sterile now. Yeah, that thing means, oh, she's had babies recently, so she can't have more babies. And of course with Calypso, this would be a pretty good pairing, not gonna lie. And then Cyrus is infertile. So I'm trying to make sure that there's no possible problems. So they may not have to be on contraceptives. I take it back. Waffle and Pancake. Oh, they're so cute. So now I have a bigger pack. I may need to get another one of these. So we're getting a few more people, and we're not necessarily in the red all the time. But I'm trying to decide if I want to work on like more beauty stuff or if we want to add the new animal. But I kind of feel like we should wait to add the new animal, or you guys can give me an idea of what new animal, because I'm really tempted to like branch off like a big chunk, kind of like we did a big chunk here. So you can like have a specific section for a specific animal. So we can have a big chunk branch off to start going this way, and then we can have a specific animal over here probably. I'm trying to think. And we do have a lot of space. So we could have our cheetahs. I believe that's what I have. Let's see. We have some Bengal tigers. We have some cheetahs. We have, let's see, some red pandas, some snow leopards. Because we're in the meadow, I don't want us to do anything like that's too cold. So we may hold off on snow leopards, and they may end up being part of like another franchise like Dawn Mountain or something. Is this working? Do we need to expand? We should probably expand the range of these. Range. And thankfully, since the wild dogs don't particularly have any problems with humans, let's open up that range a bit more. There we go. They don't have any problems with humans. It shouldn't be a problem for the range. Look, there's so many more puppies. Oh my goodness. I'm super excited. Okay. So who is this? Cyrus and Calypso. Oh, they get along. That's so cute. I don't think they're related. Parents, unknown parents. That's not fair. We do know who their parents are. Let's see, parents. See, we know who their parents are because they're from Zephyria Zoo, which is my other zoo. So we know technically who their parents are. So they should have names, but it's fine. Jabari, how are you doing? There's just so many. I love this now. Like, this is adorable. So we've got Jabari, and we've got Calypso and Cyrus over here, and Pancake and Waffle going on an adventure. They're so cute. Look at them. I can't. You guys can just like stop me at any time, but I love them to pieces. They're just the cutest little beans. Seriously, Jabari's just going to the bathroom in the background. Dude, you're ruining my shot. This is just, they're so cute. Okay. It's fine. I'm fine. We're just gonna walk away from it right now. And let's keep moving. We're kind of losing people. I really do feel like we need to get another animal. Something with high appeal. And I don't really know what has really high appeal. These guys have pretty high appeal. Let's see. The cheetahs would do it. And they would also be pretty minimal. Like of the things we'd have to include. They would just need a pretty big space as well. Cheetahs don't do well with being super near humans, which is something I've learned working with my other zoo. Cheetahs don't do well when they have to be around humans. Okay, let's do. Seriously, I want this to be the way I want it. Okay, so we're gonna flatten the foundation. You're going to be huger than that. And then we're gonna add the pathing down. And we want to align to grid. And put this down. Come on, I want this to be straight. This is going to frustrate me. Nope, back up. This is going to frustrate me. I know it is. Because, let's see, will that work? Will you do it that way? Is that how you will allow me? Shh. It's fine, Tia. It's fine. We're gonna keep going in this direction. Let's see. I kind of like how weird and wonky that looks. Like it's just going to keep doing that like interesting pattern. I'm kind of for that. Is that bad? I'm kind of for it. Okay, so we're gonna do. Why does it always have to be raining when I start to do something? Yeah, we're losing humans. We need to do something. Okay, so let's do. I really want. They need a big area too, but I don't want to do anything too big at the moment. Like I overextended myself with the with the wild dogs, but the thing that I want to do, I'm gonna see if I can do it. So bear with me. I may end up time-lapsing this, but yeah. So this idea, we were probably. I wonder if did this mess up my entire? It didn't. Okay, I'm for this. I can get with this. So it didn't completely mess up what I was thinking. So we can make like a little mound for them to hide in, because if you guys have seen anyone play with cheetahs on this game, cheetahs can be super weird because of how they get very stressed. And so I want to make sure especially as long as we don't have any, we'll probably put like ambient sound and a few other things. I want to see if this is big enough. Can we push this out a little? I wish we had a cheetah in here so I'd be able to test this to make sure that they can get in it. But the issue normally is that they just do not like, they don't like people at all. They're much rather like just run around and spend time with each other than to have random humans show up. So if we can smooth this out as much as possible so that they can just, so it doesn't look necessarily like so much like a random hole in the ground. Even though it kind of is a random hole in the ground. You guys know what I mean. It'll probably look better once we start adding rocks and we start adding other things and we get it to kind of be like I think it'll be part of their entire place. Like I'm probably gonna add the gating, like all of it right against this. So I'm thinking this would be their area. Probably, yeah, that should be big enough. It's comparable to our wild dog size, so it should be fine for them, especially because they do need a lot of space. And then I'll probably fix this, loop this around really close, put another pathing over here, and we'll probably start being able to add shops along this thing, or we'll be able to start branching off and adding other animals. We'll probably be able to add like a really big chunk to come this way. I'm trying to figure out where we want to add like exhibit animals and things like that. But let's check on our babies. Look at them. Everybody's in here. Oh my goodness. You guys do not know how much I love this. So we've got Cyrus chilling. He's still old. Calypso and Jabari are chilling out. And of course, Gaia looking lovely. And everyone else is sleeping. And of course, the babies are all up and at him. And they're like, hey, what's going on? Are we going to do something fun? Let's everybody get up. like it's so funny. They're just both being like, hey, what's up? Why is everybody asleep? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Okay. So we've got a lovely wild dog exhibit and we've got the start of a really good cheetah exhibit. Well, not exhibit. Habitat. There we go. Habitat's the best word. Start of a good cheetah habitat. I may expand it to this bit. Don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And they have like a really nice shelter down here that we may or may not end up expanding just so that we can have some people come down here and see them. Might expand this a bit. Align to grid. Let's do this. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to make this like, I really want this just to be a circle. Is that a problem? I want this to be a nice circle that attaches to things. Will it attach? Will it attach nicely? There we go. Isn't that lovely? That's perfect. So we've got a really nice little circular area where people can hang out and check out the cheetahs and then come back out, see more cheetahs, and then go on through the rest of the zoo. All right, cool. It looks so cute. I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down in the comments. And please, if you guys are interested in being in part of all of our stories, being a part of all of the decision making when it comes to what happens in our zoos, definitely check out our premieres. If you want any special perks during our premieres or for the channel, definitely think about clicking that join button so you can become a member of the channel and get all of those fun perks along with emojis and little icons behind your name and all that fun jazz. If you guys really enjoyed the video, please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!